Welcome to on tonight's Clubhouse Live, the Bullet returns for another show. Rookie Matthew Golden is back. All is right in the world again as the Packers reclaim their rightful place atop the NFC North standings. We'll talk about the win over the Bears. And what did Matthew think of his first Packers-Bears matchup? Well, we're going to talk about that. Plus, tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge is one of our holiday favorites, and you don't want to miss it. It's time to get started. Hey, Matthew, come on in.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back again to the Fox Club. We're hanging out inside Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium here in beautiful and very cold and soon to be very snowy Grand Chute, Wisconsin. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin and the Post Crescent. Man, that's 4 straight victories, folks. How you feeling? How is everybody feeling? They just swept through the NFC North, and we're going to have a fun show, good show, a lot of energy, and a lot to get to here in a second. But as we always have to do, we have to thank our very special high fivers. They're part of our high school team spotlight this week. Give it up for members of the WIAA Division I defending state champion Kimberly girls basketball team. The Papermakers are here. Looking good there, festive by the tree, and they are off to another great start here this season. We're going to hang out with the Papermakers here in due time, and they're going to be a big part of the show, so looking forward to that. All right, how does everybody like Packers 28, Bears 21, huh? Boy, how satisfying was that, right? Jordan Love continued his torrid Toyota-thon play with 234 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 120.7 passer rating as the Packers quieted that Ben Johnson guy, right, by taking down the Bears in a fantastic matchup Sunday night at Lambeau Field. Christian Watson, how about him, right? 89 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Bo Melton was on the receiving end of a 45-yard TD hookup, and Jaden Reed, he's back on the field. He returned to action, 53 total yards to help Green Bay earn its 4th straight win and reclaim first place in the NFC North. Defensively, the Packers stymied the Bears in the first half to open a 14-3 lead. And then Keyshawn Nixon, that's our guy, right? How about Keyshawn? K9. Friend of the show, his interception in the end zone with 22 seconds remaining sealed the win. The Packers NFC North Revenge Tour, that's what we're calling it. Now 4-0 in division play. It's time to switch attention briefly to the AFC. And the red-hot Denver Broncos coming up as the Packers start to prepare for yet another big-time matchup. Look who's back again. Happy Vince is here. We've seen a lot of Happy Vince this season, right? Because the Packers keep winning football games, and he loves it when the guys are here, and we got another good one. Give it up for the rookie wide receiver, Matthew Golden, is our special guest tonight. He's back. We'll get him over to the desk here in a bit, but he is one of our anchor guests this season. We've enjoyed hanging out with Matthew, and one more time we'll do it tonight. So first, a big thank you to our presenting sponsors. We have Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. Cellcom was built here in Wisconsin. They cover every county, corner, and cabin road in the state, and they'll buy out your current contract and give you up to $1,100 toward a new phone when you switch. See Cellcom.com for details. And Piggly Wiggly, they're very proud to support the Green Bay Packers. As your local grocery store, they're committed to making a difference in the community, both on and off the field. Shop local, shop the pig. Normally, I hate doing this, but this is so fun tonight, right? It's the next little segment that we call our Bears Minute, is when I have to introduce the other member of our Clubhouse Live team. It is Chicago Bears fan, Ricardo Arguello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! Ricardo,
I thought they'd be happy.
Welcome to the show. How you feeling today?
I'm doing pretty well. I know you think I'd be kicking rocks and just being all upset, but I'm not. It was a good game. Good game.
It was a good game, wasn't it? It was entertaining, but the Bears are in their rightful place, kind of sinking back down into the standings. We like that. But I think the Packers and Bears are going to have some fun encounters coming up in the years. That looks like a rivalry that's kind of reignited now.
And and I don't know if you'll ask Matthew about this. I do like how The coaches already got some hostility. I think that adds to it. That's kind of fun.
A little frosty, huh?
A little frosty.
By the way, what's this good, better, best? That was coined or popularized by Tim Duncan of the San Antonio Spurs, not Ben Johnson of the Bears.
Oh, no, he never claimed he coined it first. But I will say this. If it's following Tim Duncan and the Spurs, that's good for me.
Now, Ricardo, before we get to Matthew, we did talk at the office about the Packers-Bears bet. This was your choice.
I said yes.
I said, you want to wear a jersey, a cap? No, you said you wanted to wear a cheese head. So come on over here, Ricardo. You have to put this on your head for the entire show. Put it on your head. Put it on. There you go. No, you have to keep it on the entire time. That's what you said. So,
Brett, I'm starting to think maybe yellow's my color, huh?
You look good in the cheese head.
What was that?
You look good in the cheese head.
Nah, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
How does the show work, Ricardo, for everybody that's watching online tonight?
That's right. Interactive show, and already our online audience is giving me the business here, Brett. So I appreciate that. Thank you, online world. But, yeah, we invite your comments and questions to that live chat that can be found next to the USA Today Network Wisconsin live stream viewer. I am monitoring that chat, Brett. Any comments or questions that are pretty good, I will relay over to you and Matthew.
Twitter or X, whatever. I'm at PC Brett C. You're at Ricardo Daily on Facebook, Clubhouse Live, or Packers News. Please give us a like on either of those, and then we're good to go. All right, Matthew, the Broncos welcome mat is there for you to stomp your feet all over. You know the drill, right? You stomp your feet on the upcoming opponent and get you guys going here on the next week. So tonight's guest, he is in his rookie NFL season. He was selected by the Packers in the first round of this past spring's NFL draft. He has appeared in 10 games so far this season. He entered Sunday's action ranked 4th among NFL rookie wide receivers in average scrimmage yards per game. Tonight's guest also came into Sunday's action ranked 2nd among all NFL rookie wide receivers in average yards per target. He's got great hands. He's got great speed. He's a great weapon. He's a natural. And he, like many of his teammates, also believes in giving back to his community. More on that in a bit. But for now, how about a big Clubhouse Live welcome for Green Bay Packers rookie wide receiver. It's number 0. It's Matthew Golden, everybody. I like that, Matthew. Like spry, right? I love that, right? Throw that welcome mat around. And get ready for another big game, life in the NFL, week after week after week, right? It just doesn't stop. So, as I said, welcome back. But listen real carefully. You hear that? That's Bears fans right now. They're not saying a word like they were all week last week, including that guy over there flapping his gums. What do you have to say to him? First of all, how does he look in the cheese head? What do you think, Matthew? Give us your honest opinion.
He look good with the cheese head, man.
Yeah. That should be a permanent part of his collection, right?
Yeah.
And
he should sleep with it every night, man.
Yeah, I like that. Can we extend the bet, Ricardo? We have to sleep with that now.
Listen, I don't know how you guys wear this. Doesn't your head get sweaty? My head's getting sweaty already. It's hot, yes. And I don't mean hot in the good way.
Do you also have a message for Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello and all the Bears fans that might be watching tonight?
I mean, y'all seen what happened last game, so I'm not going to say too much. You know, we got to see him again 2 weeks, so just leave it at that, man.
There we go, right? Actions speak louder than words, unlike the other team from the South who just thought they'd kind of jaw a little bit and talk nonsense, even though they haven't accomplished a single thing. So how's Matthew Golden doing right now? How you doing, right? Look at the nice crowd again. Bears are in the rearview mirror. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. You know, blessed to be here. You know, glad to be back, man, and just ready to get things going again.
Now, last time we were on, we touched a little bit on the weather, but did you see the forecast this week? Ooh, it's going to be fun. We're going to get, by the end, about 7-8 inches of snow here by Wednesday, and then by the weekend, it's going to be like 0 degrees as a high. This is great stuff, isn't it? Don't you love it?
Yeah, I love it. I'm getting used to it, I feel like, so, you know. I know it's crazy that it can get even worse, so.
Yeah. Oh. It's December 8th. Wait till January 15th. When you guys are still in the playoffs, right? They're going to be in the playoffs. Practicing, hosting a game maybe. And Coach LaFleur is going to make you practice outside like you did all last week, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Nice. We got heaters outside, so I'll be good, man. I'll be good.
Hey, I got to give you credit, right? You were wearing sleeves last night, weren't you? You were wearing. It's like, yeah, smart man, you Matthew Golden. What is up with your teammates, including a certain quarterback?
Yeah.
What's he thinking out there? You pull Jordan by. You say you talk to Jordan Love every now and then. You kind of give him some crap a little bit. Tell him to wise up and put some sleeves on.
I mean, I guess he like wearing that, man. But I know I'm gonna stay warm. Wear my long sleeves so I can go out there and play.
Yeah, because nobody's fooling anybody.
Yeah.
Even Micah Parsons refused to put a coat on the sideline after.
Crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. No doubt about it. And Christian Watson, he kind of was sort of wearing maybe a little bit of a sleeve, but I mean, he is the leader in the wide receiver room. Was he kind of looking at you like, Matthew, that's not how we do it around here?
Nah, never that, man. It's every man for themselves when you're out there on the field. So.
Yeah. Survival, right? You're surviving, trying to get through it. So, well, how do you prepare to, especially being from a Houston, Texas guy, right? How do you develop a mindset to prepare for playing in frigid temperatures when you're not used to that kind of stuff?
I feel like, us practicing outside during the week, it kind of get us used to it, what the game gonna feel like. So, getting used to the cold weather, I mean, it ain't been too bad. So, they do a great job making sure we're good during the week, and then just go out there and perform on Sundays.
But do you do anything yourself, like kind of like maybe take a deep sigh and think, well, I got to get through this. Embrace. I think they call it embrace the suck. Is what they say.
That's not gonna work, man. You can't. Yeah. So you just gotta suck it up. But man, we got heaters outside when we practice. So I'll stand there when I'm not in, and I'll be pretty good.
You'll be pretty good. Well, I tell you what, what yesterday prepares you for what's coming up. Denver, right? That could be a cold weather game. Then Chicago's going to be cold weather. Then your home against Baltimore is going to be cold weather until you go into the dome, the comfy confines of Minneapolis there to end it. So, how are you feeling physically? I know you're playing through some things. Your coach mentioned that in his press conference after the game. He's really proud of you and Dontavian for gutting it out. But how are you feeling through this rookie season? The bumps and bruises. I'm sure it's not only a mental grind, but a physical grind, right, to try to get through some of this stuff.
I mean, it's just, something you just got to, it's part of the process, Obviously, everything in life, it's never going to go the way that you plan. Sometimes you're going to face adversity, and, that's something that obviously I'm going through right now. So, for me, I got a lot of guys around me that, uplift me. And, I always got the mindset to, whenever my number is called, to be ready. And, I'll just keep it in high spirits and just stay level-headed and just keep going from there.
I think he needs a little love from you guys, right, to kind of get him going, get him feeling better. Trying to play a physical sport with those bumps and bruises is not easy for sure. But you feel like you're catching your second wind now. I think we talked about it maybe the last time you were on about hitting that rookie wall, but a lot of guys get through that, and then they catch their second win. You feel like you've done that, at least from a mental standpoint?
Yeah. I feel like I'm in a good place, It's just some stuff you can't control. And like I said, man, you just got to stay patient, stay ready, and, whenever your number's called, like I said, just be ready.
What's the energy like in the building right now, right? You just had that huge stretch, NFC North. You beat the Vikings. You clobbered the Vikings. There's a Viking fan right there, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Viking fan. And then you take down the Lions on Thanksgiving. Then you beat the Bears, right? That was a big stretch. So I got to think, even though this is kind of the dog days of the season right now, December sort of kind of, but also there must be kind of a renewed energy in the building because it's the stretch run. You're getting ready for a playoff berth and what you just did in the division. So what would take us in the building and kind of the vibe that you're seeing right now?
I feel like right now, we're doing a great job of just focusing on, the team that's in front of us, not looking too far ahead. And, we're coming together on all three phases of the ball. And, right now I feel like we're playing good ball on all three phases. All it goes back to is, just us having confidence in each other, trusting each other and just going out there performing.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Well, I'm going to save it for a little bit later on in the show. Let's do this. We're going to talk more football in the next segment, but I want to talk about kind of giving back to the community right now, and it seems like you're one of the many Green Bay Packers players who do that. We've got a cool event to talk about here that you're going to be part of, which goes hand in hand, kind of what we've experienced. Last week we had Evan Williams here. We had a food drive. Next week we've got one of your teammates, and we're going to do a toy drive. Yeah. I've got it right here. You will be at an upcoming event in which you'll be passing out new shoes, coats, and clothes to families who are served by the Freedom House, which is located in Green Bay. How about Matthew Golden, right? Yeah. Being a servant leader. According to its website, the Freedom House's mission is to, quote, disrupt the cycle of homelessness and housing instability for families in need, end quote. The event you'll be participating in also provides a holiday dinner for each family served as well. So that's cool stuff. We can give Matthew another round of applause. It's always good to give back, but especially this time of year. What was it about the Freedom House and kind of that event and that organization that drew you to them? Because that's good stuff.
Obviously just helping people out that, are in need. When I growing up, I didn't have a lot, sometimes, often when I was younger, I was homeless at some point in my life, and I had people around me that was helping me. So, whenever I got put in position to be able to do something like that, I do it. My mom, that's something she do. She grew up in the church, and she always, any holidays, anything like that, she'll try to just give back to the homeless. And she instilled that in me, and, that's something that I want to do.
I was going to ask you that your interest or your idea of being a servant leader must have come from mom and that upbringing, right?
Yeah,
to just the life experience that you went through.
Yeah, just, helping out others. I feel like for me, somehow, some way, that's my calling from God, just always to, give out to those that are in need. And, for me, I can do something special.
A few more things, Ricardo, then we'll do audience questions, and we'll get going on that. But that's important, I think, for guys or anybody really in your position that has a platform in which you're well-known, you're famous, right, to use that. I mean, some guys might just go, whatever, but I think that's, at least it seems like something that's really important to you and a lot of the guys. I feel like that's a big thing that the Packers kind of promote that as an organization for you guys? Or?
Yeah, we try to, try to do as much as we can, just to give back. We do a lot of things, during the month, and each and every other player, they kind of had a little own thing that they have going on, and, we just attend and just help out.
Tell you what, you got a busy night tonight, right? After this, then I believe you're going to a toy drive, right?
Toy drive, yeah.
Who's all involved with that along with you?
It's going to be, Sean Ryan, O-lineman, Jaden Reed, and it's a couple other players.
Other guys?
Yeah, a couple other guys. But, like I said, man, just giving back. I feel like, that's something that we should do, and, that's something that we're doing.
Again, how about Matthew Golden, right? He's not done with us. Toy drive that he'll be involved with, which is great. And last thing I also want to say, again, talk about raising awareness for a cause. You also participated in the NFL's My Cause, My Cleats campaign by supporting and highlighting MADD, or Mothers Against Drunk Driving. So what was it about that organization that was important to you to kind of raise awareness towards?
My best friend died when I was 6. Her name was Michaela, and she was walking home from the street we grew up on, and it was a bar at the end of the street, and she ended up walking home, and the next morning I got a call that she died, and kind of just stuck with me. That was my first best friend, man. So I always somehow, some way, it's something for me to always have her in my heart, and let her mom know how much I really care about the family, and just know that she's living through me too.
Good stuff, right, from Matthew Golden. Again, using his platform to give back, raise awareness to great stuff. All right. Ricardo, it's your turn. I know you have some audience questions. What do you got?
Yes, we have one audience member, but then we have 2 Kimberly girls basketball players, so I need Emily Urban to come here. She is a great athlete, great soccer player, great basketball player. She does everything well. Emily, your question for Matthew.
Do you have a hidden talent?
Ooh.
Hidden talent. I know how to play the drums. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. I'm really good at that, so.
All right, great. Good job, Emily. That's a good one.
Should have brought some drumsticks, Ricardo.
We should have brought some. This is Ava Van Vonderen. Ava, what is your question for Matthew?
If you were not a professional football player, what sport would you want to be?
Probably bowler. Yeah, I'd be a professional bowler.
Professional bowler?
Yeah.
A bowler, really?
Yeah. I'm pretty good at that, so.
No, he said
Wow.
no.
I got my own ball in my car too, so. Yeah.
A bowler?
Yeah.
Where'd you get into bowling?
Started bowling when I was real young. My dad worked at a bowling alley when I was younger, and I was always up there after practice. So.
Did you notice everybody was like, what, a bowler? Are you kidding
See,
me?
Ava thought it was baller, like a baller.
Like a basketballer. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Interesting. Wisconsin's big into bowling. You must have visited some bowling alleys since you've been here, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yes. We should bowl together, you and me, right? Let's do that tomorrow night.
We could do that. Come on.
Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna hang out tomorrow night.
Brad, remember, I've always said, Brad, you have the amazing physique of a pro bowler.
I
always
do.
tell you
right?
that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
some cheese curds, right? Yeah.
Hey, this is our friend Tracy Santos. She has a question for Matthew as well. Tracy.
Does the coaching staff give any type of scouting reports on the upcoming week's referee crews? Some seem to throw a lot of flags, and some apparently throw no flags. So,
we go over that. Probably like the day before the game. Let us know what refs we have. The group they have, and if they got high holding calls or anything of that nature. So.
Okay, great question.
Questions.
All three of you.
Thank you, everybody.
Tracy.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. By the way, when we were having our audience questions, Matthew, I just got an alert for a winter storm watch. Oh, yeah, isn't that fun? Yeah. Oh, and pretty soon it'll be a winter storm warning. So that's just gonna be a lot of fun for a Houston, Texas guy, right? So, all right, take a time for tonight's stat pack. This is just for Ricardo.
What?
With Sunday's win over the Bears, the Packers improved to, of course, 9-3-1 on the year to assure themselves of another winning season. How about that, right? Green Bay now has 27 winning seasons dating back to the 1992 season and 29 non-losing seasons over that same stretch, which is 34 seasons in all. So think about that, 27 winning seasons in the last 34 seasons. What a run of football for the Packers. That's a lot of winning, which, of course, includes 2 Super Bowl titles, 3 Super Bowl appearances, 24 playoff appearances, and 9 NFC Championship appearances. Ricardo, what is the Bears' resume during that same stretch?
All I know is they have a winning season this year, Brett.
They do. Yes.
Yes.
1 winning season. Good for them. So, hey,
They might lose the rest of their games, but it's still a winning season.
Yes.
Man.
So we're doing trivia again tonight, right?
Yes. We have some rules, though. First off, we'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you got to raise your hand. Don't shout it out. And if you're correct, you win what, Brett?
Again, Timber Rattlers giving us some fantastic prizes. This is a Jefferson Caro bobblehead, one of the top catching prospects in the Brewers organization, right? So that's pretty cool. And then this I call it like a winter hat. What do we call it? Like a babushka? Is that what those things are called?
I don't know if that's a babushka, but...
Yeah, but anyway, that's from the Timber Rattlers as well. And maybe you want this for the ride home tonight. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe,
maybe
we'll try to find another prize, but that's what we have.
No ice scraper?
I have some ice scrapers maybe as other prizes tonight,
Gotcha.
yeah. So
okay,
anyway.
all right. But first off, if you win, you're out for the rest of the show. And sorry, live chatters, you got to be here to win.
All right, Matthew, you know the rules. I want to see if you can tell me who raises his or her hand first. Right. And then whoever wins the prize can pick which item here they want to take home. So anyway, with 65 career sacks, Micah Parsons has the 5th most sacks by a player under the age of 27 in NFL history, which dates back to 1982. Name one of the 4 players ahead of Parsons on that list. Who we got here? You're gonna go here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
Okay. Myles Garrett is right. Yes, we got. You get the bell. He picked. Yeah, I was going with the receiver. So she's taking the babushka. So it's J.J. Watt with 74.5 sacks. Myles Garrett has 72. How about Reggie White with 70? And remember, Ricardo, Derek Thomas.
Remember him, great player.
The great Chiefs player, right, with 66. Parsons is just 26 years old and currently has 12.5 sacks on the season. He has 18 career games with at least 2 sacks, which ranks as the 4th most by a player in his first 5 seasons since 1982. And Matthew, don't say too much, but what's it going to take for him to draw a holding call? What's it going to take, Matthew Golden?
I don't know, man. He do everything he can, so.
They're clotheslining him for crying out loud. Yeah. I know you can't say anything because we don't want you to get in trouble. So, Rosie, it's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live gift of the night. What do we have here? What do we have? Check your mind. Oh, yeah. There it is. A little frosty, a little icy. Oh, look at the slow motion here we have right there. Yes. They didn't say anything. I think Matt LaFleur just said, I beat you. I beat you, Ben.
It's going to make it real fun over these next couple of years.
They don't like each other too much, but that's Ben Johnson's fault. So that wasn't, it was frosty weather-wise and, of course, a frosty handshake as well. So, as I mentioned, 4 for 4 in the NFC North, right? With 2 games to go. That is always job number 1 is taking care of the division, right? I'm sure that was the focus when you got things going in OTAs and training camp. You got to win the division.
Yeah. It come down to the important games. Obviously we need those wins. Like I said, man, we're just looking at it one game at a time, staying focused, and just handling business.
Check it out here. Packers 9-3-1, then the Bears at 9-4, Lions 8-5. Another tight race in the division. Do you see why they call it the black and blue division right now?
Yeah.
Nobody likes each other. Everybody hates each other. And then it gets chippy out there. It seems like every game, right?
Yeah,
it's some great rivalries.
Yeah, always. It's competitive, man. That's what the game is. Last game was definitely competitive, and we're gonna see them boys again. So we know it's gonna be another 4-quarter fight, man, and just another game we got to come out and win.
Yeah. First things first, Denver, and then first things first with us though. Ricardo's waving me down. You got an audience question?
Well, to get back to his bowling,
Everybody's intrigued.
they want
by
to
the
know
bowling.
what your highest score is.
My highest score is 263.
Whoa!
Oh.
Now was that on Wii bowling or
Nah,
video
that's-
game bowling or?
He
Is
got
this
drunk.
real?
Nah, that's real bowling.
Did you have bumpers in the gutters
I
or
don't use
what?
bumpers,
No.
Nah.
Okay, that's pretty good, Ricardo. What's your high score?
Like a 120 something. I'm terrible.
I think I had 180s at the most, but I had a success of 300 games in Wii bowling one time.
One of the other posters is talking about something called ice bowling. What is that? You guys know what that is? Ice bowling?
Ice bowling, is that where they just roll a thing of ice down
I have no idea.
on the lake, or the sheet of ice or something? And I think they do that up in Fish Creek, right? Jay, my Sister Bay guy, I think they have a winter festival where they do ice bowling up there. So there you go. What does it mean to be in first place in the stretch run right now, right? Now, Matt LaFleur was asked that question yesterday, and at first he said it means nothing. But then he said, well, it does mean a lot. But I can see both sides because he's saying, yeah, it's nice, but nothing's been decided yet, right?
Yeah, we still got to finish the season. We're in a good place right now. But like I said, man, we still got a lot of games left. Still got to handle business and just keep going from there.
Something to be said, though. You control your own destiny right now. You went out, and the division's yours, and you're going to have at least one of the top 2 seeds in the NFC. That's got to be a good feeling.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely important. Something we're trying to get done.
So you're coming off a college season at Texas, right, where there were a lot of lopsided scores, right? You guys, the Longhorns, pounded pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Now you're in your rookie season in the NFL, where every game seems to be a one-score game, not decided until the very end. Has that been kind of an eye-opening experience as you transition to the NFL, that every game is just so close?
Yeah, it definitely is. Just because you could lose off something so small. I feel like that's what all the details matter. Like, you got to be on point. You got to know what you're doing, and everybody got to be on the same page.
Has that also been kind of mentally taxing as well? Because it's got to be nice to have a game where you're just winning like 45-3, like you did at Texas, and that's just not going to be the case. So it's like you can never take a mental break in a game.
There's no time to relax, sit back. Every game, whether it's a good team or bad, everybody good. So, each team has their own good players, and like I said, man, we doing a great job of, just staying together and going out there competing.
Hey, Ricardo, I know we've talked about this, but have we ever seen a season like this where every game, it seems like, not every game, but it feels like it comes down to 1 or 2 plays and it's a one-score game?
It's what the NFL wants. They want parity, and maybe some conspiracy theorists think that the referees have a play in that.
Easy now. We're not saying that here.
I'm just saying what I hear.
This is a family show. We don't
Okay.
go there, Ricardo, right? We don't go there. But this is what we're going to do right now, though. What did you like most? What stood out to you most about what you guys did against the Bears yesterday?
I would say,
Here you go.
yeah, I'd probably say the explosive plays we had on offense, in the run game and passing game. So,
I was going to say, right here, you took it right off the script. Explosive plays, highlighting production I have, and Jordan Love has been red hot as well. In fact, I saw, Ricardo, you like this too. I think it was NFL.com or one of the big sites listing the top candidates for MVP. It's Stafford, Drake May, Josh Allen, and Jordan Love, now number 4. How about that? Playing good football. But the offense is definitely trending in the right direction, especially kind of try to get used to not having Tucker Kraft. But you got to be excited because now you see it. Now you feel the kind of the trend and the ascension going here with what you guys doing on that side.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we, finally finding our groove, man, and playing together as an offense, man, just trying to find ways to get different guys open and relying on other guys to do their job. So.
Now, what else was nice about what you guys did? So they score and convert on the 2-point conversion play, make it 14-11, and then you guys come right back, score, make it 21-11, right? Later on in the game, they tie it up 21-21 with 8 minutes to play, and then you guys answer with a big 8-play, 65-yard drive that ends on a 2-yard run by Josh Jacobs. First of all, boy, what does that say about you guys to respond, right? Yeah. Because they kind of stole momentum there when you guys had it, but it seemed like when you had to each time, you answered the bell.
Yeah, man, just knowing the type of game it was going to be and, whenever we needed it the most, that's when we executed. Critical situation, we knew we needed to go down there and score. And Coach LaFleur, called a good drive, and we just went down there and handled business.
Seems like that's kind of a characteristic of what you guys have been able to do as offense this season. Seems like when you need a drive, I guess I go back to like that Cowboys game, right? It was going back and forth, but when you need a drive, and I know there have been others, you seem to answer. I mean, what do you think you've learned about yourselves as an offense and the guys on that side? Because I think it takes kind of a special mindset, mettle, that type of thing to not flinch when you can't flinch.
I feel like it just reflect back to us in practice. Like we practice those things during the week, being in those situations. So whenever that time does present itself during the game, we're ready. We don't flinch. We just go head over our shoulders, and just know that we all got each other back.
Josh Jacobs, right? Your coach said it in the locker room after the game. Boy, when he's near the goal line, he's going to get in. But what about that 21-yard run where he beat like 3 different guys? When it happened, it looked like he's going to be dropped for about a 3-yard loss on 3rd and 1. Next thing you know, he just bulldozes his way through like a bowling ball, right? Matthew Golden.
Yeah, I got you.
And 21 yards later, but Josh Jacobs, man, what a performance, what a leader he is.
Man, just the mindset Josh got. He was like when I first got up here, I knew he was a dude. Just the way he approaches the game on and off the field, and whenever you're on the field, he just got that mindset to get it done. We can count on him in any situation, and like I said, man, he did a great job this last game and got us a critical down that we needed. So.
A few more things, and then Ricardo, social media question of the night. And again, if anybody online has anything, let Ricardo know. But let's talk about some of these guys. Christian Watson, we talked about him before, but boy, now he's rounding into form, right? Yeah. Just your thoughts on him, not only getting back on the field, but what kind of a leader is he for you guys in the wide receiver room? Because I think he's probably the guy, right?
Yeah, just the mindset he got. Obviously, he was out there trying to camp with an injury, and I was watching him work out. I mean, all the work that he put in, man, he deserves everything he's getting right now. Obviously the injury that he had was something hard, but he fought back, man. And look at him. I mean, now he just performing like we all knew what he was gonna do. So we all got the most confidence in him, and obviously he playing at a high level right now. So
you knew he was gone on that slant, right?
Yeah, I knew when he caught it, he was out the gates, man.
Yeah.
So
that was what a dumb defensive call by the Chicago Bears, Ricardo. I mean, even you have to admit that, right? You put a single safety back there.
Yes.
Jordan does the right thing, checks to that play, checks to that route, boom.
When you
touchdown.
send the house on defense and you don't get home, that stuff's going to happen. So.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, do you think you still maintain you can beat him in a race?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just that easy, right? It's that easy. We got to stream that at some point. Another one of your guys, Jaden Reed, another one of your leaders, right? Yeah. He finally gets back, right? Good to see number 11 back on the field as well, right? What kind of a dynamic does he bring to the offense?
The energy he brings, man, on and off the field. He could do a lot of things. You could put him in the backfield, put him in the slot. And, I mean, he's a yak guy. He can get open and, do whatever with the ball after he catches it. So, you know, it was great to have him back, obviously. You know, I feel like his juice, you know, it definitely helped the offense get going.
Tell you what, this is a scary wide receiver group right now. You got Christian Watson rounding into form. Now you got Jaden Reed coming back. You get you feeling good and Dontavian feeling good. Ooh, that's a formidable foursome right there.
Yeah.
So let's hope that the good vibes here help you out here and get you feeling good. Speaking of receiver room, though, Matt LaFleur said yesterday that he really likes it. Says the strength is in that room is in the collective on what everyone brings to the field. Right? I'm sure you agree with that.
Yeah.
How do you guys all complement each other? You guys all seem to do different things that really, as a group, is pretty special.
You know, I feel like what makes it easier for us is, you know, we all versatile. You know, we could line up anywhere on the field. So, you know, we got a good rotation in, and obviously we got trust in each other. So, you know, whoever is on the field, we know they're gonna make the play and go out there and execute.
He also says you all pull for each other, rooting for each other.
Yeah.
How does that culture establish? Because it seems like there could be like, you know, I don't want to see him do well. I want to do well, but that's not the case. It seems like everybody's happy.
You just, you know, you always gotta be happy for one another. You know, obviously, one game somebody, you know, gonna go off. The next game somebody not gonna go off. But like I said, man, we all got the utmost confidence in each other, and you know, we all try to push each other to be even better than we was. So.
Speaking of guys that people like to pull for, how about Bo Melton yesterday, right? Bo Melton, he's a friend of the show as well. He's been on. First of all, how impressive is it for you to watch him go from, well, he was a receiver, then he shifts to cornerback, and now he's back to a wide receiver. Pretty soon he's going to be playing quarterback and running back and maybe a little linebacker. I mean, how impressive is that for you to watch him do that?
Just to watch him, you know, play both sides of the ball, obviously, it's not easy, man, because, you know, you got to know the offensive plays and then you got to know the defensive plays. But, you know, I feel like Bo doing a great job, you know, just being where his feet are, you know, being present and just knowing that he capable of anything. You know, he always got that confidence in himself to, you know, whenever his number card is to go out there and just play ball, man, just go out there and execute. And, you know, that's something that he did, so.
Can you explain, though, to everybody how difficult that transition is to keep going back and forth?
I mean, it's hard. Like, I can't even explain. You just got to be put in that situation. Like, it's not something easy to do, man. So I give all credit to him, man, for doing that.
Yeah, and what kind of a skill set does he bring to the wide receiver room? He's got speed, too, right?
Yeah, he got speed. Yeah. You know, Bo, you know, that's somebody that's willing to do whatever for the team. You know, he's a team-first guy, and you know, obviously, everyone on the team knows that about him, and that's just the way he carries himself. So,
well, a couple more things. Matt LaFleur, after the game, said he wants all of you to embrace the grind right now. What does that mean? Is that just the day-to-day? Is just the focus on don't getting too far ahead, just worrying about each and every day, embrace the grind?
I mean, just embracing everything that comes with football, everything that comes with playing in the league, you know. Obviously, your body going to be banged up. You know, you're going to have some injuries. You know, you just got to find a way to push through. And, you know, obviously, we got one goal that we're trying to get to. You know, I feel like we're going to need everybody that we got on the team, and we just got to rely on each other.
There you go. And last question I have for you. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but what is this little signal that you guys are doing right here? What was that? What is that all about? That's all I see right now.
They call it the scuba dance. So
say it again.
Scuba. Scuba, like Scoob.
Scoob?
Yeah, scuba.
What is that? What is a scuba dance?
I mean, it's
Who started
some
this?
dance they got on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok. I'm too old for that stuff.
Do the Kimberly girls know that dance?
Yeah,
there you go. Ava does.
Doing it
All
right there. She knew it, but she's young enough to know that kind of stuff, right? So, all right, Ricardo, how about Matthew Golden getting through those segments, right? Piece of cake. Ricardo, though, you have tonight's social media question of the night.
Yeah, I do. It's from Susie Merritt Speedle. She wants to know, hey, you know the Packers and Bears are the NFL's oldest rivalry. Now, Matthew, you are a part of that history. Did this game feel different? Was it more physical or more intense than other NFL games that you've played this season?
Yeah, I feel like this game was, you know, you could definitely tell the energy was different about it. You know, obviously the history behind it, and then just, I mean, it's for the division. So, you know, we knew it was going to be an important game, and we knew we was going to have to go in there and win.
Part of the Packers-Bears rivalry, right, that's been renewed. So for having her question selected, Susie wins a signed photo. Each week we'll ask you to submit a question for our guest. that we'll ask live during the show. Look for it again each week on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Timeout number 2, Ricardo. Trivia question number 2.
That's right. So I need both you and Matthew to look out in the crowd, see who raises their hand first. Here we go. Josh Jacobs' 2-yard touchdown run late in the 4th proved to be the game-winning score for the Packers in the win over the Bears. Jacobs now has 73 career rushing touchdowns. That ranks 3rd among active players. Name one of the 2 active players ahead of Jacob on that list.
Well, we're not going to even do the hint. We got the guy back there.
Oh,
What do
okay.
you got? Derrick Henry is correct. Come on up and get your prize. Yeah. He gets the bell. He gets the Jefferson Carroll bobblehead as well. I thought maybe that'd be a tough one, Ricardo. But, yeah, Josh Jacobs, 73 career rushing touchdowns. Congratulations to you.
Ask him if he knows who the second one is. That's an interesting one.
The other one is not a running back. Yeah, not a running back. Yeah, Josh Allen is right. He gets the bell again. How about that? Derrick Henry and Josh Allen. Henry, the Ravens star running back, is the active leader with 115 rushing scores, while Allen, the Bills star quarterback, has 76 rushing touchdowns. And did you see his career high in rushing touchdown yesterday, 40 yards in that comeback win over the Bengals in the snow? So Josh Allen, a fantastic quarterback, no doubt about it. All right, Rosie, we need some music. It is time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. That's sponsored by Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, your center for dental excellence, voted Reader's Choice Best Dentist, Best of the Bay 3 times. Let Dr. Sebastian and his team of professionals help you achieve your dream smile. Matthew Golden, we're going to put you against somebody tonight. And if we could have Kimberly girls basketball coach Dave Lepisto join us right here, in between me and Matthew. Right in here, Coach. So we'll get this going. By the way, thank you, Coach, for doing it. Matthew, Dave, Matthew. All right, so here, listen. We're going to call this, we do this every year. It's called It's a Wrap. Okay, now let me, Ricardo, maybe you want to fill in while I go under the desk and get my little goodies that I always like to
Go
do,
ahead.
right?
I'll talk about the Bears. Sure. So in 2 weeks, Chicago hosts your Packers. Hopefully they'll be playing for the division title again. Take your time, Brad. I got a lot to talk about. Hopefully the Packers will lose against the Broncos.
No, that's enough. Enough about the Bears.
Okay.
It's a wrap. Here we go. Now listen, guys. You see a box. You see your wrapping paper. And you see inside, hold on. You each have tape, a bow, and some scissors, right? Okay. Same with you, Matthew Golden. You can open up your container. This is what, of course, the guys are going to have to do. They need to wrap a present. They'll have 60. Now, Coach, life isn't all about basketball, right? You certainly have wrapped some presents in your day. No, he's never wrapped a present. I was just going to say the guys just throw it in a gift bag and that's it, right? Maybe put some tissue in there already. But this is what we're going to do. The guys are going to wrap a present. And we're going to see how well you can wrap a present. You'll have 1 minute, Ricardo. You'll keep the score and to showcase your gift wrapping skills. At the end, the crowd will vote on whose present looks best. Okay, it's that simple. Now, Matthew, you are playing for Scott. Is it Balin right here from Nina? Okay, that's your guy. And Dave, you're playing for Sebastian Munoz right over there. Now, the winning. Dave has already said the game's over. All right. How do you feel about have you ever wrapped a present, Matthew?
No, I haven't.
Oh, now you're in this one. Now you're in this one. So the winning prize tonight is this cool Packers shirt, courtesy of our friends at Miller Lite. We have donated, I see on that desk, a Packers can koozie, courtesy of Miller Lite. A signed photo of Matthew Golden, right, courtesy of the Bullet, Matthew Golden. And, hey, a USA Today Network Wisconsin ice scraper.
There we go. There we go.
It's ice scraping season for sure. The runner-up tonight gets the signed photo and the ice scraper, so they don't go home empty-handed.
By the way, Brett, estimated value of that ice scraper,
it's
priceless. Priceless.
Priceless. I've seen them on eBay, Ricardo. They're going for maybe like 10 cents. It's unbelievable. So, listen, who thinks Matthew Golden is going to win tonight's challenge? Who thinks Coach Dave's going to win tonight's challenge? Matthew, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
60 seconds. And Ricardo, and Matthew, you can put your mic down.
Yeah,
60
Brett,
seconds.
I will announce every 15 seconds, so just letting you know.
You have to wrap your box with tape, scissors, and then put the bow on the present, okay? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Matthew, are you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1. Ricardo, start it. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And cheer them on, everybody. Cheer them on. How we doing, Ricardo?
45 seconds.
Oh, here you go. Ricardo, maybe give him a few extra seconds because Matthew's scissors
30
broke.
seconds, okay.
We'll give him a few extra time. Cheer him on, everybody. Cheer him on. How we doing, Ricardo?
20 seconds.
20 seconds, plenty of time.
Ten, 9, 8.
Don't forget
7,
the bow. Don't forget
6,
the bow.
5.
Don't forget the bow,
3,
Matthew.
2, 1.
And we go. There we go. First of all, Coach, I'm impressed. I mean, you kind of got through that. Yes, I do. Matthew, I don't know what was going on over there. I mean, you had a big sheet and you had scissors issues, but it does look good, Grizzly Dan. So okay, Coach, why don't you raise your present up first? Who thinks Coach Dave Lepisto is tonight's champion? Matthew, why don't you show everybody your present? Who thinks Matthew Golden? Ricardo?
Hey, don't look at me.
I think, let's try one more time. Coach Dave, who thinks Coach Dave won? And Matthew, one more time. I think you're going to have to agree with me. I do think Matthew Golden got the louder cheer tonight. He is tonight's Clubhouse Live champion. That means, Scott, you're going home with everything. We'll get it after the show. And we are good. How about a big round of applause for our contestants tonight? Give them a big round of applause, yes. Not bad, actually. Not too bad. I mean, the bow's not on, but it's good enough, so now you might want to try to practice that a little bit more, but as you get ready to, give your friends and your teammates some presents. But well done, guys. That's always one of our favorite Clubhouse Live challenges, especially here in the holiday season. So, hey, Ricardo.
Yes.
We're not done with the Kimberly girls basketball team because they are tonight's high school team spotlight. Give it up for the Kimberly Papermakers, the defending Division I state champions.
There they are.
Tell us all about them, Ricardo.
We'll wait for them to get all set up here because we want to make sure that everyone gets their face on, right?
They're a good team.
Yes, they are a great team.
Yes.
They are the defending WIA Division I state girls basketball champions.
Yes.
Brett, they're ranked second in Division I in the latest state media poll, and they're off to a 4-0 start. But we talked about that 29-1 record, Brett, championship, first one since 1998. Brett, and remember, girls, that one loss they got to avenge.
Yes.
Didn't they, Coach?
What a classic
game
early
that
in the
was,
season,
huh? Right? They played, was it Pewaukee?
Pewaukee.
Pewaukee, and then they got to play them in the sectional final. Great game.
Overtime game.
And went on to win the state championship, Brett. This team, I could say, Brett, one of the best teams we've seen in this area for a long, long time.
No
they
doubt.
went and won that gold ball. They're expected to not only contend for the FVA title this season, possibly a repeat championship in D1. No pressure. No pressure, girls. No pressure. Up next for Kimberly, non-conference matchup tomorrow night at De Pere.
That's a good one.
Yes, and then they'll take on Appleton East this Friday. That's at Appleton East. That's a big FVA contest that Brett, you and Rosie will be streaming.
We're going to
that
be
one.
there. We're going to stream
right.
Game of the Week right there. Yeah.
Hey, I want to give a shout out again, Coach Lepisto, who also wraps presents well.
Yeah,
we know that.
He puts them in gift bags, is what he said.
By the way, I would say follow Dave on Twitter. He's DL Phyed, Phyed. Not only that, he gives updates on the team, but he also breaks down some X's and O's. Correct, Coach? I mean, does a great stuff showing what the girls are doing. The defensive sets, all that kind of stuff. It's great stuff. You'll learn more about the game of basketball, Brett, if you follow Dave Lepisto.
And he never sleeps. He
never
sleeps. Maybe 4 hours at the most, right? It's all basketball, and he's breaking down stuff.
But that's it. That great team.
They are a great team and off to a great start. That's the Kimberly Papermakers, and we will see them on Friday night, our Cellcom High School Game of the Week. Thank you for being here, Kimberly. We appreciate you guys, and we wish you the best of luck and look forward to watching you all season long. Ricardo, I'm sure we're going to do a few of their games this season without a doubt. So, all right, Matthew, we're almost done. We got to get you back out of here and get you doing some more stuff, right?
Yep.
Some more community service. But how does this stretch of games now that I mentioned, right? Vikings, Lions, and Bears. Again, 3 intense games, particularly the last 2. How does that kind of prepare you for the stretch one? Because especially the Lions and the Bears felt like playoff-type atmosphere games, right?
Yeah, having them games early, kind of like shifted the mindset of, how the season, just the important games that we need to go in. And, I feel like we've been doing that each and every game, and, we just got to continue doing that. So,
got a tough one coming up. I don't know how much time you spent on the Broncos, but a good team, 11-2. They won, 10 in a row or something? Good defense, but any early thoughts on those guys? Tough road trip, always tough to go on the road and play a game, but you guys are playing at a high level right now.
Yeah, we know they got a good defense, and, we're going to watch film this week and, just see what we can attack them on the field and, get a good game plan and go out there and execute.
Last thing, guys, this is Matthew's final scheduled appearance on Clubhouse Live this season, huh? Yes. No. Just like I asked Evan Williams last week, this week, do I see a little tear in your eye, Matthew? Are you a little upset by this?
Yeah, I'm a little upset, man.
Are you
upset.
Who are you going to miss most, me or Ricardo?
Me, come on.
Come on, you. I got you. It's
Yes.
Oh,
We're buddies, right?
I don't like Chicago, man.
No. No, nobody does.
that cut me deep, man.
Nobody does. Well, I tell you what, Matthew, it's been fun getting to know you, getting to hang out with you. We hope that you've had a good time with us this season. And who knows, maybe if you make a nice deep playoff run, maybe we can kind of twist your arm and come on back on one more time, huh?
Yeah, we can work a little something out.
Yeah, we can work something out. So how about Matthew Golden, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. The Bullet. All right, Ricardo, we are going up north. This is where we predict the Packers' upcoming game. It's Packers-Broncos at Empower Field at Mile High. Who are you picking to win the game?
It's supposed to be nice weather this week
Yeah,
in
not
Denver.
bad, you
It's
said,
weird.
right, for Denver? Yeah.
It's supposed to be in the 50s and sunny. I think that helps Green Bay, actually. And as much as I want to see the Packers lose, Brett, I've been picking them to win, and I've been wrong. So picking them to lose, and I've been wrong. Let's pick them to win.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do here.
They'll beat the Broncos. It'll be a good game, and hopefully they'll win, and the Bears will also beat the Browns. So we'll see what happens.
This is your reverse psychology thing.
I don't know
again.
what it
That's what
is.
you like to do. Well, I'm putting the victory visor on again, right? Because I always put the victory visor on. Now, Ricardo, I've predicted this score numerous weeks now throughout the NFC North, and they've won every time. So why would I change my prediction now? It's going to be Packers 84, Broncos 0. One more time. That's what I'm saying. Every time I predicted that score, you've won the games, right? I started that with the Vikings, then the Lions, then the Bears. I'm going to keep it going with the Denver Broncos. I'm on a roll with that score prediction. What do you guys think? You like that 84 zip? Huh? I think so. And you're going to have like 9 of those touchdowns, all right? 9 touchdowns in one game for Matthew Golden. So, Ricardo, Packers News app, what do you got?
With exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. Brett, that Packers News app, your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. Unlimited digital access to the Packers News app and PackersNews.com can be yours for as low as 99 cents for the first month. Please subscribe today. We need the money.
We need some, don't we?
We need money.
Especially this time of year when we have to buy presents. So, again, thanks to our presenting sponsors, Cellcom and Piggly Wiggly. We also want to thank our segment sponsor, Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. And finally, our supporting sponsors and friends. We have Shields Escort Limousine Service, Mayfield Sports Marketing, Mike Thiel and Eric Lives here, Miller Lite, and the great folks, as always, here at the Fox Club and the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. Programming note, Rosie, put it on the screen, would you please? There's our guy, look, Romeo Dobbs, right? That's about as big of a smile as you're going to get out of Romeo Dobbs right there, right? That's a big smile for him. But next week's guest will be Packers wide receiver Romeo Dobbs, and Romeo will be hosting a holiday toy drive that will benefit Toys for Tots. Our friends at Capital Credit Union, in collaboration with us and Mayfield Sports Marketing, are sponsoring the toy drive. More details to come on our Facebook page, but again, it's going to be essentially what we did last week with Evan Williams. You bring in a new toy, or hopefully new toys, a bunch of new toys, in exchange for an autograph from Romeo Dobbs. Again, limited to one autograph per person per overall donation. So please bring in as many new toys as you can to make another great impact for those in need. Again, more details on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live right here. Monday night, next Monday night, 6:30 here at the Fox Club. Boy, all you guys doing toy drives and Freedom House, and boy, that's just great stuff. We'll give these guys another round of applause for taking the time out to do that. So next week, let's keep it rolling and give back this holiday season. Until then, Matthew Golden, you have the final word. What do you want to say to all these great Packers fans that are here tonight?
Well, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Thank y'all for having me, and we're gonna handle business this week. Go out there and win, and come back with a dub.
There you go. Keep those claps coming for the Bullet, for Ricardo and the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin. I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long. Be back here next Monday night at 6:30 as we celebrate a big Packers victory over the Denver Broncos with Romeo Dobbs and his holiday toy drive. In the meantime, everybody, let's hear those Mean Gene special cheers for Matthew Golden tonight.